Hey everybody, welcome to our first episode of Traveler Review for the 2017-18 school year. On today's show, we begin to meet some of the teachers and coaches new to Fort Osage High School.
Also on the broadcast, we'll have our first Tom Tom Talk of the year. All this and more coming up on Traveler Review.
Hey Fort Osage High School, I'm Kelsey Stobart.
And I'm Mackenzie Hirschman. Today is Friday, September 8th, 2017, and here are some of the interesting news stories for this week.
The country has been focused on the devastation around the Gulf Coast of Texas caused by Hurricane Harvey. Reports of water rescues and emergency evacuations have been commonplace. But one emergency evacuation involves a Chick-fil-A and an elderly couple. Karen and J.C. Spencer thought they could stick out the storm, but soon found their home filling with water. They were unsure of who to call as the floodwaters continued to rise, so they called a Chick-fil-A store and ordered a couple of grilled chicken burritos and a boat. The manager of the store quickly organized a rescue party and the couple was evacuated to safety.
One artist demonstrates what it is like to face one's fear. Naomi Lakemere floated above the stage floor on Australia's Sydney Opera House for 9 hours, suspended by 20,000 helium-filled balloons. The unusual performance, which was part of the Opera House's Antidote Festival, was called Cherophobia, the fear of happiness. Lakemere said that the experience forced her to face that fear and fits with her artwork's theme, which emphasizes and exaggerates the relationship between object, individual, and space. We'll be right back after these messages.
Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more is the perfect place to celebrate your style. Visit the store to choose from thousands of designs to get digitally printed on shirts, hoodies, jerseys, and more. You can get apparel for your friends, family, clubs, and businesses. There are no setup or design fees and no minimums, so you can get as little or as many shirts as you want. Custom print your apparel and more at Big Frog, located at 2100 East Jackson Drive, Suite D in Independence.
Welcome back. The Foreign Language Department has a new face in it. Veteran teacher Miss Natalie Miller joined the staff this fall, and reporter Michael Reddick found out a bit more about her.
Miss Miller is a new teacher at Fort Osage. Here she tells why she enjoys teaching Spanish 1 and 2.
Well, I enjoyed Spanish 1 and Spanish 2. It's fun to be able to speak a little more of the Spanish with the Spanish 2 kids, but it's also fun to be able to introduce it to Spanish 1 because everyone there is pretty much starting from zero, so that makes it easy to figure out where everyone is beginning.
Miss Miller previously taught in the Independent School District. Tess Kenny believes Miss Miller is a good teacher.
She's really nice, and she gets really engaged with the class. She'll make weird noises and stuff while she's doing stuff, and it's really funny.
Miss Miller is a Nebraska Huskers fan and enjoys the football team. Alex Zacco shares his favorite thing to learn in Spanish.
Right now I like learning numbers because they can be pretty repetitive and they're not too hard to learn.
Miss Miller was originally from Nebraska but has been living in Missouri for the last 20 years. Reporting for Travel Review, this is Michael Reddick.
Thanks, Michael. When we come back, we'll find out the story behind the decorative light switch covers that appeared in the classrooms late last year.
Toscanos is the best place to get an upscale Italian dining experience with a hometown feel. Start out with enjoying delicious warm bread while the cooks prepare your entree to be served to you fresh. Toscanos offers a vast menu of pizzas, pastas, salads, and more. They offer carryout and can cater to any event. Let Kirk and John give you a taste of Little Italy at Toscanos, located at 312 South Hudson Street in Buckner.
Light switch covers have a mundane but practical use, to keep the hand from touching the inner wire of the switch. But as Michaela Spicer found out, the art students wanted to make them a little more attractive.
Amberly was a part of the making of the light switch covers. She says that the teachers here at Fort really liked the idea of them.
So we did the light switches, I guess more for our teacher wanted to spread like art and creativity all around the school, not just in other areas like the wall or just that, but also the teachers really liked the idea of it, and some of them got surprised with it, and some of them didn't really know we were doing it at all. So one day just walked in, so the light switches changed, and they came up and we got more people that wanted them, and we thought it wouldn't really be a big deal, but it was, and it was really fun making them.
Abby Moles also helped create some of the covers. She explains how they were made.
We took light switches, plain ones, and we used Sharpies and colored on them and put rubbing alcohol on them.
Emily Ackright is a part of NHS. She explains the process in which they took to make the covers.
We made these light switches and like we had to go see like how many they had or whatever, and then we just colored them and put them up just to make the school brighter, I guess.
The light switch covers is just another way to add color to our school. Reporting for Travel Review, I'm Michaela Spicer.
Thanks, Michaela. When we come back, we'll have this week's Kansas City Sports Report.
Culver's has been delighting guests one meal at a time. Choose from a variety of fresh, great-tasting foods and custards to be prepared by their friendly staff. Let Culver's welcome you to deliciousness. As Craig Culver has said, every guest who chooses Culver's leaves happy.
Tony Rios joins us now with this week's Kansas City Sports Update.
Thanks, Kelsey. The Kansas City Chiefs won their preseason game on August 31st, 30-6 over the Tennessee Titans. They started the season last night against the New England Patriots and will face the Philadelphia Eagles on September 17th. The Royals' defense was clutch in Game 1 of the Detroit Tigers series on September 4th. Alex Gordon robbed a home run and Lorenzo Cade made a sliding catch to seal the game, as Kansas City held off Detroit with a 7-6 win. The team is in the middle of a 4-game series at Kauffman Stadium against the Minnesota Twins that runs through September 10th. Sporting Kansas City has not been in action due to Hurricane Harvey. The club was to have played in Houston against August 27th, but the match was postponed because of the seriousness of the hurricane. Sporting KC's last match was a 2-0 win over FC Dallas on August 19th. The team was in action on September 6th and will play the Columbus Crew SC on September 10th. That's it for your Kansas City Sports Report. I'm Tony Rios.
Thanks, Tony. The Freshman Center has a new face in the Social Studies Department. Mr. Michael Brown comes to Fort Osage from Oak Grove, and reporter Zach Erickson visited with him to see how he is adjusting.
Coach Brown has enjoyed teaching at Fort Osage so far. He talks about how the season's going so far.
It's been great so far. It's a great group of boys from all teams. They work hard, they're motivated, they're good players, and they're good people.
Jake has played varsity soccer all 3 years of his high school career. He talks about Coach Brown's coaching style.
Just that he goofs around sometimes, and then sometimes he's really serious and wants to get down to business.
Lewis made his varsity debut this year. He talks about how coaching is different from last year.
The season's been going good. Coach Brown has really brought a new level to the team. I think our formation's stepping up, and we're getting a lot more teamwork in.
Michael Brown has been coaching and teaching for 7 years. Reporting for Tribal Review, this is Zach Erickson.
Thanks, Zach. We'll be back in just a moment.
Come to the Tribal Perk located in the Commons concession stands. Drinks are made fresh and only cost 50 cents to $1.50. Get any flavor from caramel, mocha, and vanilla, and add whipped cream to any drink for free. come to the Tribal Park from 7:05 to 7:30 before school starts every morning.
Now here is your entertainment news from Cameron Keene.
Thanks, Kelsey. The movie It hits box office September 8th. The movie is a theatrical remake of the 1990 original miniseries from Stephen King starring Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise. It is rated R for violence and gore. The highly anticipated game Destiny 2 released September 6th on consoles and will be coming out later for PCs. Destiny 2 takes place in a dystopian future where you fight on other planets and travel along the solar system. The game is rated T for teens. That's it for your entertainment news. I'm Cameron Keene.
Thanks, Cameron. On this week's Tom Tom Talk, Kyle Rose found out what your homecoming week was like.
Homecoming is right around the corner, and with homecoming comes Spirit Week. Each student has their own favorite day of the week.
Was Space Jam Day yesterday.
Friday, which is Indian Pride Day.
My favorite Spirit Week is Thursday, which would be freshman time machine, because I see people walking with diapers and stuff.
Indian Pride Day.
Indian Pride Day.
Time Travel Day.
Indian Pride Day.
My favorite part of homecoming is Indian Pride Day. Reporting for Tribal Review, I'm Kyle Rose.
Thanks, Kyle. That's it for this week on Tribal Review. I'm Kelsey Stobart.
And I'm Mackenzie Hirschman. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.